In 10 days' time, things change. I hope you've already started your prep, fortifying your houses, making sure everything's good to go. Don't be so laser focused on everyday carry type of stuff because as much as we love it, I mean, I freaking love it. It's so fantastic. It's so great. You have got to make sure that you are depending and relying upon yourself. Today, President-elect Trump was sentenced for his felony convictions in the New York hush money case, which, hey, listen, whatever you think, he had a jury of his peers run his ass up and find him guilty. It is what it is. But even if you believe he's been put through a state of lawfare, which I kind of do for some of the other stuff that's going on, multiple states, multiple cases, one thing that you need to take away from this is that he has a big chip on his shoulder, and the chip does not mean that things are going to bode well for you. I think about the rest of the winter, the upcoming hurricane season, dry spells here in the Texas, ERCOT, which is our electrical grid system, which refuses to tether itself with other states, and how that could directly affect my family. And I think I'll be okay because I'm in Texas, and the governor here is kind of a lapdog for Republicans. He himself being a Republican, I think I'm okay with what would possibly go down here. But you should concern yourself if you are in any type of place where President Trump has an issue with what happened in the past and it directly affected his personal life. So I think that a lot of people are kind of complacent when it comes to that. And I don't know if first off, I'm doing a little bit of counter culture coffee. This is fast forward. I just ran out of this bag, or just ran out of these beans. I'm about to refill it. But that's one of my main staples I like to keep around. I get it from Target. But here's the thing. If you are really concerned about your well-being, you need to make sure that you are depending on yourself for any of these emergency scenarios. I am very concerned with what happens in 2025. So far, if you have not noticed, it has been an incredibly wild start to the year. We had we can call them terrorist attack. We can call them attention seeking attack. We can call them veterans needing attention to their mental state. We can call them whatever we want. Those happened on January 1st. We have the fires in California, which I got a lot of people in the comments who believe that they were set off by arsons. I can't wait to see the reports from the study of these things, because one thing that fire investigators are good at, investigating arsons. They got dogs and people that get degrees in the crap, all sorts of stuff. 1 second. We will get more information on whether or not those are actual arson type events sooner than later. I'm not too concerned about that. If they are, then once again, I get to call some people some dirt bags, because why? Why is that even necessary? That we need to even worry ourselves about that. But the pedestrian and completely nonsensical response from the Democratic Republic governor there, as well as the Democratic mayor of the city of Los Angeles. You got that going on. But we also have these pretty tacit, maybe even open and pretty apparent threats coming in from President-elect Trump, which is kind of letting you know, if you didn't play ball with him, there's a possibility that you won't be getting any support from the federal government in future events like this. So this is literally talking to the wife the other day, and it leads me to believe that I really want to make sure we have exactly what we need here at the house to make sure that we take care of ourselves. I don't want to be depending on the federal government in 2025, because I happen to believe that 2025 is going to be a wild ass year. I mean, the fact that we are on January 10th, 2025, and we've had so much stuff going on. The inauguration is literally 10 days away. I look forward to watching that live, hearing his speech, checking out what the way ahead is. And I just want to hear kernels of nuggets and things that, that are going to be beneficial to all of us versus just some of us. Today we're going to do a lungo. There we go. Lungo. I know you guys corrected me in the comments before, just to kind of start the day off right. But I want to stress to you the importance of taking care of your own self. Emergencies that come up, follow this channel as we guide through any of those type of situations. The importance of always having fuel, having a backup plan, having a way that you're going to go somewhere, things that you're going to do. All that stuff is like crazy important. And I want to make sure that you guys always have exactly what you need. Just like I have this incredible cup of espresso. It's exactly what I need. This thing looks freaking fantastic. But here's the thing. I'm not very political. I try not to get too political on this channel, but I do like to just take realizations and take assessments of the people that are in charge of me. And if I think they have my best, what's best for my family at heart. Listen, I have a big family. Okay. At any given time, depending on what family members are here, at a minimum, there's 7 people here. Oftentimes there's 10 people here. And it's almost always 100% on me to take care of everyone. Like, I'm not being over the top when I say it's my job to take care of everyone financially, being the guy that knows how to use weapons, knowing how to ensure that we have protection of this actual house itself. I am that guy. You may have heard that meme. You're not that guy. No, I am that guy. If you are that guy, if you are that gal, if you're that person that it's your responsibility to take care of stuff, it is insanely important that you don't be complacent with the stuff that you do or don't need here in the upcoming future. And I say that for a number of reasons. I follow a YouTube channel where the guy, his family home is in the Los Angeles area. He came on the other day and he said, I don't know my schedule for the next few weeks. I hope that I get the opportunity to post videos, but he was kind of keeping it real. And when he was keeping it real, he was saying that he may not post for a while. The next day he came on, he made a video, his entire family home. When I say family home, he doesn't live there. The home that his mom grew up in, this high chair that him and all his brothers and sisters and his mom sat in. The high chair was probably 50 years old. Every printed off photo, all of it gone in that fire. What does that say to me? That says to me that, first off, it's a very sad event. And I all I can do is empathize with you, because I've never had that type of loss. He didn't lose any physical people, but to lose memories like that is a powerful thing. The second thing it says to me is the level of preparedness to that house. And even if he watches this video one day, I hope he would agree with me, was low. Digitize things that are important to you. That can be social security numbers, social security cards, birth certificates, important medical records, photos, all that type of stuff. Have a plan or a bug out plan for the items that need to go immediately. If I had to evacuate this house and I had 3 minutes, I know exactly what I'm taking. Do you know exactly what you're taking? Are you going to wait for the government to tell you exactly what you're taking? I hope not. For us personally, I do not want the day to come when we all survive, but our hearts are shattered. And, I try to talk about preparedness. I didn't talk about it too much in the last 4 years because we had our emergencies, but it just wasn't so chaotic at the beginning of the year that leads me to believe that it could be something that we need to actively talk about. I am thinking about the stuff that can naturally occur. And I'm also thinking about those dumbass shooters. For the first time in a long time, I had Mrs. X sight in on my AR-10, dry fire, no rounds, and empty magazine, just to get used to putting it back in her shoulder and putting her cheek on that actual weapon itself and aiming down sights, and just to be used to the feeling of we might have to be the ones to defend ourselves. We might have to be the ones to make things happen. And although Saturday Night Special is fantastic, 38 Special may not get the job done. Although a Mossberg 500 is a pretty good home defense weapon, what's coming up this year may not get the job done. Magic Prepper, he's a fantastic channel, gives all sorts of insights on how to prepare your AR. I follow him deeply. I use a lot of tips on preparing my AR with the things that he shows on his channel. 10 days, things change. Start prepping, please. Start making sure your ducks in a row. Yeah, keep a dope ass knife. Keep a dope ass watch and a wallet. I'm looking at my stuff right now. But also make sure that you have your ducks in a row, because I think 2025 is going to be one hell of a year. I've already made my SHTF Dark Horse predictions for this year, and 2 of those have already come true. I'm not calling myself an evil genius. These are just things that have a high probability of happening. So don't call me some evil genius or something like that. But the point being is the 2 things I mentioned, terrorist attack or targeted attacks, and an increased amount of natural disasters with slow response. I kind of think we're there. What do you think? 2025 is the year? Am I just kind of being over dramatic? You know, the other day before this winter storm that we had, which produced like 2 inches of snow, I spent like 4 hours of prep, and we lost power temporarily, but we were comfortable. Wi-Fi kept working because my internet is fiber, so I just had to keep the Wi-Fi router alive and keep the kids getting on my nerves. Heaters kept working. Propane was good to go. No pipes frozen. That happened to some of the neighbors. So 4 hours of work, no pipes frozen, and kind of a peace of mind. Was the juice worth the squeeze? It was for me. Would my family agree? No. Say I spent too long doing the shit, but I do it pretty often, and I like the fact that we're always prepared and ready to go. If this is your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. This is I would love to have you a part of the battalion. Join the Discord as well. I don't talk about that a lot. The marinex.com/discord is how you jump into the Discord, where you can talk about everyday carry, prep, survival, man cave. You want to post your man cave? I'm in my man cave right now. You want to post yours? That's all found on my Discord. And so you can join there as well. If this is not your first time stopping by, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.